What do you think is the greatest sandwich ever?
Fezzi, you brought that up because I told you about the documentary that I watched the other day called Sandwiches That You Like. And a listener turned me on to this. To me, there is no greater sandwich than the Philadelphia hoagie. Now, I know Philadelphia is probably more fucking famous for its cheesesteak, but I still put the hoagie as the greatest sandwich of all time. Now, that's not a sub. It is closer to what Pizzi calls the Italian. What's on an Italian sandwich, Jim?
Prosciutto, super sad, mortadella, and provolone with a little olive oil, salt and pepper.
Well, I don't know, but, some of that's good. We actually got some food dropped off here today, huh, Lil?
Yeah. From Scotty and Scorpion from RonFez.net.
And they stopped up there on Arthur Avenue, picked us up some Italian sandwiches, which we will all be enjoying. Now, unlike Dave, they remember that dessert is part of the meal, so they also got us some pastries.
Oh, nice.
Now,
Thanks,
why
guys.
we're doing this? Did somebody go pick us up some Cokes there? Look at Pitsy's on top of things. I got to tell you, now I'm feeling sentimental like Opie today. He got Dice back. Maybe I'm getting Pitsy back.
And Scorpion is who they're throwing the RonFez.net Bar 9 party for.
Oh, is that right?
This Saturday at Bar 9, start at 9 o'clock, because Scorpion's moving from Jersey to Florida. He's leaving us.
What part of Florida?
West Palm Beach.
Well, someday, who knows? Things go well, you move across the water, you're in Palm Beach.
So Scorpion's Party is this Saturday, Bar 9, 53rd Street and 9th Avenue in New York City.
I haven't been to Bar 9 in forever.
Wish I could go if this damn pregnancy would end.
So anyway, this documentary, not all that great, but every city has its own sandwich that they feel like they're fucking proud of. Earl, what's the best sandwich of all time?
For me, it's an American bologna and cheese.
Oh, God.
Bologna and cheese!
Bologna and cheese, a little mustard, a little bit of lettuce. That's the...
What kind of fucking bread? Wonder bread? You piece of garbage? Bologna and cheese, you tasteless prick.
What about, and you put on
All
some
right,
whole
let me go over to Dave now.
Ron, I'm going to say a grilled cheese sandwich.
Why don't you fucking... You're no different from him.
Well, mine's basic and simple, but it's comforting, and you can eat it year-round. You can always
you can eat it year-round if you're broke. Who's going to eat a fucking grilled cheese? Would you walk into a place and order a grilled cheese?
I have several times. Yeah, I mean, if the bread's nice and the cheese is nice.
What are you, 3? What's the difference whether the cheese is good or the bread's good? You're eating grilled cheese. It doesn't matter at that point. Lily, what about for you?
For me, the perfect sandwich is mozzarella, roasted pepper, tomato, little balsamic, little oil.
No, she is a New Yorker. That's a very New York thing to do.
Mozzarella? I've never even heard that.
Of course you have a grilled cheese. You're having fucking cram slices on your fucking Sunbeam bread down in South Jersey.
Simple, efficient, tasty. Grilled cheese.
While you're watching the fucking Steel Pier show from Atlantic City. Watching the fucking horse die. Bezzy, what about for you?
The perfect sandwich is...
Now, you're a Florida guy.
Yeah, but I'm going to say the perfect sandwich is the Turkey Club. Not only are you getting an extra layer of sandwich, they've thrown in bacon. The delicious taste of bacon
How's
into
your heart?
that sandwich.
You got the 2 cents or 3 now?
It's 2. Working on a 3rd. It's iffy.
Now, do you like the 3 pieces of bread Turkey Club or 2?
I like the 3 pieces of bread.
Well, it's a little difficult to fuck. I have a problem if you got to keep it together with a fucking toothpick. I see no reason why you need the 3rd fucking piece of bread. All it does is make things messy.
It sort of makes it into a Dagwood sandwich, where it's even too big for the human mouth, I think.
It is a little... It's a little big there.
I've always been able to work it.
And I know I'm going to be controversial here, but I do not like mixing meats on sandwiches. Can't do it.
Well, that's because you're a pita girl.
Well,
now mixing meats is what a fucking sandwich is about.
I can't do it. I can't mix cheeses and I can't mix meats. One type of meat and one type of cheese.
You, my friend, are insane.
I know.
Insane.
I know.
What, do you have no sides? Does a potato chip throw you off?
No, I can do sides. I just don't like mixing meats.
Here is Joe. Joe, you're on Run of Fez.
Yo, buddies.
Yeah.
I love a good French dip. I love the au jus sauce.
No. It's a major, major sandwich, and one that isn't brought up enough. By the way, Fez, you came up with a respectable sandwich. And
Thank you.
You earned some respect from me today that I did not get from Earl or Dave. And then Lily's crazy, don't mix the meats like it's the fucking Ghostbuster beams. That's ridiculous.
Bologna and cheese. Losers.
Here's John. John, you're on Run of Fez. Go ahead, John.
Meatball parm. Nice meatball parm with some good marinara and mozzarella.
You know, the meatball sandwich, always acceptable.
I think a meatball parm is a little seasonal. I don't think you want to be eating that in the summertime. It's
like your grilled cheese?
I'm not saying about the one. It's just too much. Too much. And the grilled cheese, you can eat lukewarm.
Sure.
Cold.
You can have your grilled cheese while you sit in the kiddie pool in the backyard in fucking Southern Jersey. You're 4 years old.
Does anyone ever make the mistake of ordering the meatball sandwich without the cheese?
No.
Because, like, the place on Roosevelt Island, they ask you, do you want, cheese on it? Do you want it parm? And it's like, who would ask for it any other way?
I never heard of a place that would even bring up such a crazy thing. Pete, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, you ever been out to Permanis out in Pittsburgh?
The brothers?
Yeah, buddy.
Now,
Talk
they're
to me
like
about
that Rutgers sandwich. It's the same deal that they do in Rutgers,
Yeah.
where all the sides go on the sandwich.
That's it, yeah.
Now, you'll be upset about this, Pete. They only gave that, like, maybe 15 seconds during the documentary. I was a little disappointed because that's a very famous sandwich.
That's a great sandwich. You got to go, especially when you had a couple of beers.
Yeah. And it is a famous, and it's an original to Pittsburgh, and I really do like regional stuff. That's why, Fezzi, I was surprised you did not pick the grouper sandwich, the famous fish sandwich from your neck of the woods.
Oh, out of Tampa Bay, Florida.
Well, it's not out of Tampa Bay. It's the St. Pete Beach, the Hurricane. But you're not a big grouper sandwich fan.
No, I'm not real big on fish. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked the grouper sandwich.
How did you grow up and live in Florida? You don't like fish. You don't like boats.
Bridges.
You don't like bridges, yeah. What kept you there that long? Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
What's up, buddies? How you doing today?
Good.
Dave, I'm kind of upset you didn't go with the pork roll, egg and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. 9 o'clock in the morning or midnight.
Now, there you go. The pork roll, the world famous... but that's a North Jersey thing. That is not something that South Jersey has, where Dave grew up.
You probably can't get it.
They have... There's no such thing as Central. I got that from Gorilla Bob. You live in South Jersey, and you have a grilled cheese sandwich.
That's right, because, we keep it neutral. That's why I say I stay consistent. We keep it simple.
Here's our friend Holly. Hello, Holly.
Hey, grease trucks down by the Rutgers College.
That's the one I brought up earlier.
Yeah, and nothing beats a fluffernutt and peanut butter sandwich.
Well, I have somewhat of a bad memory of that from when I was a little kid, so I have my own fucking damaging memory there.
What was that?
I don't even want to get into it, Fezzi. It's just something that happened to me when I was eating a peanut butter and fluffernutter sandwich.
What could have happened?
Do you really want me to go into it, or can we just talk about sandwiches? Or is this Ron goes back to his life thing?
Well, I kind of like to hear it now. I'm really interested.
Do you think he's interested or he's faking it? Because he sounds like he's performing.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
But is he? Or does he sound fake about
He's
it?
an enigma. I can't tell anymore.
Earl, does he sound like he's just doing this for show purposes, or he means it?
I think he means it. I think he's actually sincere.
I can't trust him right now.
I think he may be faking.
Here's our good friend, Redding. Redding, how are you?
I'm doing good, buddies.
Yeah.
I got to say, my favorite sandwich, because it's a little bit of mix of breakfast, a little mix of lunch, I like the Monte Cristo.
Now, Monte Cristo, oddly enough, the way you said it, it only shows up in brunches. And it is something that you're allowed to put on jelly onto a sandwich because it's kind of breakfasty.
Oh.
What's a Monte
Yeah,
Cristo?
the other good thing is you can cut it, and you get a nice little thing of maple syrup, and it's good to go.
Yeah, you can almost think of it as a grilled cheese for adults. It's got either ham or turkey on it. You dip it into
Both,
things.
actually.
It's
very
a
good that
brunch
way.
sandwich. Or And I hate this. Some people will eat that kind of sandwich with a knife and fork. And that's why I hate an open-faced sandwich. Because I don't like to pick up bread with a fork. It disgusts me.
I love an open-faced sandwich. The more gravy, the better.
What about an open-faced grouper sandwich?
No, I wouldn't want that.
Because you're not from Florida.
I am from Florida. I just stayed inside a lot.
And that little fucking house of yours?
Yes.
Fez's house?
I hated the heat, too.
Fez's house you would have called a shed. From where you're from, you would have called it a garden shed.
Keep the weed whacker in there?
Yes.
Bigger than that?
There were shovels hanging up on the wall. And rakes.
You never know when you need them.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Fez.
What's going on, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a good New Orleans muffalata.
Earl, you were just there. Did you have one?
Did not have the muffalata. I did have the po' boy.
He had a po' boy. He went all the way there for lunch meat.
You can't go wrong with a shrimp po' boy either.
I'm not sure if I like shrimp between fucking bread. And I'm going to tell you the truth about that.
I've never experimented with that. Shrimp should only be eaten with cocktail sauce. Maybe.
I thought you were going to just say cock. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Chicken finger sub with the wing sauce and the blue cheese.
Okay, enough Buffalo, please. Just, I already have fucking chicken wings. Every meal doesn't have to taste it. Now, there was this kind of a beef sandwich out of Buffalo that looked fantastic, where they would actually go back and soak the roll. And they had a special name for this roll. It was a very salty fucking roll. But then they would go back and soak it, the roll, in this beef juice. It looked fantastic. How about brisket? I never hear anybody bringing up brisket anymore.
Brisket I like. Yeah, I can enjoy a brisket sandwich.
That's good when you and I start riffing back and forth like this. Here is Josh. Josh, you're on Fez.
Hey, boys. How you doing?
Good.
Pastrami all right with a little deli mustard. You can't beat it.
It's standard.
Little old person-y for me. Pastrami.
It's a little Jewy for you, isn't it?
Well, I didn't want to say that specifically, but the pastrami, though, right?
Can I tell you something? You married a pastrami on rye, and now you're acting like you got a problem with it?
Hey, rye bread you can only eat once every month or 2 months.
You're out of your mind.
It's you cannot overdo rye bread, for crying out loud. Can't do it.
Do me a favor. Order your chicken sandwich and have it sent to your house. She's starving. Crazed one is fucking slapping up against. Come on in here, Crazed. Come sit down. He wants to tell us about the best Long Island sandwich. Come on in here, you crazy bastard. He's been standing outside for an hour. He's going out of his mind. What is it, Crazed?
I like grilled cheese.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All
Grilled
right.
cheese is good.
You know what?
Hey, I changed my answer.
This is why he looks like he's the Dave replacement. And he's getting a lot of heat on Whackbag right now.
Good, because they have a lot of taste.
Really, what are they saying?
Good stuff about you. They're thinking you're the new Dave. Now, Dave is going to take some time off when the baby is born, right, Dave?
Yeah, I'll be taking a day.
You know what I want to do? I want to get you and your buddy Crazed grilled cheese sandwiches, and then you can sit on the floor and watch cartoons.
In a waiting pool of tomato soup.
I was.
Why don't you hold that thought? We'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Here's Hard Rock Johnny.
Hello,
Johnny.
boys. Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, or pork roll, some people call it. It's kind of a very regional, like New Jersey, Pennsylvania thing.
Well, that's a North Jersey thing. It's something that Dave doesn't understand. He's from South Jersey.
Never heard of this sandwich.
You never heard of Taylor ham?
Taylor?
You never heard of that?
Taylor, no.
How are you from Jersey
Taylor.
then?
Yeah, come on, Dave.
Taylor?
Everybody in Jersey knows Taylor ham or pork roll. It's the same thing. Taylor's
roll?
actually the brand name of it, but it's pork roll.
Taylor ham is the brand.
Yeah, I never heard of Taylor.
That means that your mom never made it for you.
No, we had boar's head in our family.
Boar's doesn't make pork roll.
That was the mom's nickname in college.
I'm not sure we ate a lot of pork rolls. We just had ham sandwiches. Ham and
You're
butter.
not from Jersey.
We had ham and butter.
You're not from fucking Jersey. Next year you should tell me you don't know what a disco fry is.
Disco fry.
Oh, God.
I'm
He's not from
kidding.
Jersey.
I'm from
embarrassing.
Central. That's the point.
You're from South Jersey.
Dirty South.
Oh, is that necessary?
Yes, you're from the dirty South. You're practically Atlanta right now.
Hot Atlanta.
Now, for you, Crazed, and thanks for settling up straight, unlike some people. For you, do you prefer Long Island or South Jersey?
I'd say Long Island.
All right, there you go.
Nice.
Strong Island representing.
Way to go.
I mean, I'm right in the middle.
Right. You're central. You're
Why is he allowed to get away with it?
That's to balance the island.
I'm right in the middle.
I feel like I'm looking at funhouse mirrors. You're fucking two are the same.
Between Jones Beach, you got the beach 20 minutes away. You got 45 minutes away from the city. You can't beat that.
Yeah, you're in what I call central Long Island.
That's totally unfair. You're allowing him to be central, and I can't be central.
Well, isn't there even some place like called Middle Long Island or something like that? There's some little town out there.
Middletown.
Middletown.
There's a Middletown, New Jersey,
north of you.
Yes, it's 15 minutes north.
Thank you.
If you're south of Middletown, Dave, it's South Jersey.
Yes, you're South Jersey. Enjoy it. You know what you ought to do? Take a vacation on front. Find out what a fucking Taylor ham is. You prick.
I'd like
Have a Taylor ham and some disco fries.
I would love to.
And then, if you're close enough, Crazy, could he stay with you and your parents one night?
Who?
Dave. Your doppelganger.
I'd have to. I would have to. I would have to. I'd have to ask my parents. I mean, they're my folks, you know.
I understand.
Tell them
If there could be a sleepover.
Yeah.
The only problem is he pisses himself at night.
I have rubber sheets, Crazed.
And then, if you guys get a couple minutes, you know, if you stay up late enough, you can diddle each other.
No, that's not gonna happen, Crazed.
Not gonna do it, huh, Craze?
No.
Well, watch him then. Watch your sleepover, buddy. He loves diddling. Johnny.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance. I saw your, I look over. Eddie Trunk comes in here and immediately starts working, so we didn't have a chance to talk to him. But I want to take you guys out to Florio's one night.
Oh, we'd love that.
We talked about it before.
Yeah, we definitely would like to do that.
I want the four of us to go out. Me, you, Trunk, and Earl.
That's good.
All right?
We can let Earl pay.
What about me?
You don't pay. Earl pays. Are you saying you want to pay for the four of us?
No, I don't want to pay, but if
Then
Earl's
you know what
going...
I want you to do?
What?
See us the next day, and we'll tell you about all the fun.
Like to be included on the guest list.
All right, Johnny.
All right, boys.
Peace. We're on that big game together. We had Laszlo in here yesterday.
GTA 4.
What's it called?
Grand Theft Auto 4,
There you
GTA
go.
4.
I had a problem with that game because they were making fun of Albanians in that game.
I thought it was lady driving.
I think that's the least of your problems. They make fun of Albanians. I haven't played it yet, but from what I understand, if you play that game, you'll go out and kill somebody. Do you play it, Crazed?
I've played GTA 3 a couple of times. Yeah. I suck. I drive the car into deep water. And
just like real life.
I just can't drive with that thing. You know.
Yeah. Well, you have a grilled cheese, and I'll talk to you later about it. Actually, Laszlo gave us the one yesterday. So I got it in my fucking coat pocket. I'm walking down the street. I stop at a fucking stoplight. Some fucking guy stops me. You made a great purchase, my man. That game is the fucking awesome. Guy's like 35 years old. He's acting like a fucking retard. I go, I'm in the game, asshole. That's where I fuck. That's the difference between me and you. You fucking play this game. I'm in it.
When are you in it, though, Ronnie?
I have no idea. I couldn't even fucking begin to tell you. I don't know how any of that stuff works. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how are you? Got a great sandwich for you, the Maryland soft shell crab.
Why's it got to be a sandwich? A fucking soft shell crab is a delicious thing. Why you got to throw it on bread?
That's the way we do it in Maryland, Ronnie.
It ain't the way you do it in Maryland. So where you doing it in Maryland now?
Crab cake sandwich is better than a soft shell crab
What's wrong with just a crab cake? Why do you got to take everything?
Tomato, lettuce, little tartar sauce.
Yeah, but when
it's
you go,
delish.
all right, we got surf and turf. Hey, let's put it on a roll, and it's a fucking surf and turf sandwich.
Sometimes people are just forcing the sandwiches.
It's like Earl over there with a blow me and cheese sandwich.
Baloney.
And you wonder why the cops pull you over everywhere you go, Earl.
Not because of food, it's because of other things.
Skin color?
Absolutely.
That's fucked up. You know, once Obama takes Kentucky tonight, it's all going to change. Oh, that's right. He's not.
But he will take Oregon.
All right, here's the spy report, and it's some bad news.
Spy report. Spy report.
Now they're reporting that Senator Ted Kennedy, brain tumor. Brain tumor. That's the thing that knocked him off his pins.
All right, so that's what caused the seizure.
Oh, shit.
That's not good.
No.
He's the last big one left.
What, Kennedy?
Yeah, in our family, it's like, he's revered as a living saint, so I hope he gets better right now.
Here's Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ryan, we got a little sandwich in Memphis called a barbecue sandwich. Pulled pork, make you slap your mama.
Pulled pork is actually a fucking fantastic sandwich. It really is. It's terrific. My problem is it's always sitting right next to ribs on the fucking menu. And what am I going to do, not order ribs? But a pulled pork is fantastic. All right, we're going to break here. And when we get back, we'll promise to find the Ichiban. It's the Ron and Fez show.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the Ron and Fez show.
Yo, Ronnie, what is this? Big A's slightly less retarded brother? Big Craze?
A big craze. Replacing Big A. A big craze.
Big Crazed. He's like a non-musical Daniel Johnston. Big Crazed.
And it's off to the comic book store.
I could play Axel F.
On the keyboard?
Yeah.
All right, go get it. Uh-oh. This is awkward. Yesterday's news is on the line. Oh, hi, Big A.
What's up, Big A? Big A!
Hey, who's this crazy one?
And I don't want you to feel bad about it, Big A, but you might want to crawl off somewhere and die.
He's just been Big 86.
Show. Maybe you ought to just end up getting Big AIDS. Big A, you don't play the keyboards, do you?
No. I don't play that awful either.
No. You hear what he said?
He plays it awful, he said.
Boom! Uppercut and faces.
Think of it this way. You're not being replaced, except for you're out and he's in.
He's better than you, Big Craze.
Oh, man, but that's not right. I'm more interested in you.
Well, you're really not. You don't have the same kind of story as Craze does. Did you tell him the cigar story?
Oh, that's one of my faves.
But everybody has actually heard it, I think.
Big A has
Not this loser.
and put it in his face.
Tell him all about
Well, I was walking into the store, and everybody was smoking. But I was trying to figure out, why are they smoking?
It's the Ron and Fez show.
I love them both. Ron and Fez. Ron and Fez. Ron and Fez. I love them both. Both of them. Ron and Fez. Ron and Fez. Ron and Fez. I love them. I love them. They are good. Juicy. Juicy. Tasty. I love them. They're good. Both Ron and Fez. Good. Gooder than good. Gooder than the goodest. They're the best.
Ron and Fez, enjoying some sandwiches over here, Fez.
Thanks to Scorpion and Scott.
Scott, yep.
So thank you very much for the sandwiches. And, of course, Scorpion, he's got a going away party that's coming up this Saturday, May 24th at Bar 9, starting at 9 o'clock at Bar 9, located 53rd Street and 9th Avenue in New York City.
Now we're sitting here enjoying a little bit of lunch. Lily drops a bombshell on me. She does not like the taste of Dr. Pepper. I never ran into a human being that didn't like nice Dr. Pepper. And I'm not saying it's her number one beverage, but I never met anyone who said, I don't like the taste. What's your problem with it?
It has like root beer taste in it.
So now you don't like root beer either?
I hate root beer. I hate anything with licorice. Licorice-y.
Root beer's licorice-y?
Yeah, it is. Tastes like licorice to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're insane not liking the Dr. Pepper. It may be the best of all our sodas.
Well, I always thought that it was referred to as like half Coke and half root beer.
No, I didn't know that.
That's not like that.
But also, I don't think it's anybody's number one soda. Don't get me wrong there, Fez. No one ever sits around, what's your favorite soda? Dr. Pepper would be single digits. But yeah, I don't know people who don't like it.
I think Dr. Pepper, though, is like the banana splits of soda. You're not going to have a banana split every time, but that's the king sundae of all Sundays. You have it infrequently.
Would you say a Sunday Bloody Sunday?
Yeah, I sure as hell would.
No, I think a hot fudge sundae is better than a banana split.
You don't get any banana in a hot fudge sundae.
I know, but...
And where's all your nuts and all the little...
You can get a little chopped nuts on top. And...
You can?
Yeah.
I thought that starts to turn it into a banana split.
Dr. Pepper is its own soda. There's none of this root beer meets Coke nonsense. It's got
I
its
also
own
don't
thing.
understand anybody who don't like a root beer.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Really?
I hate root beer. I threw up once at a birthday party when I was in 3rd grade, and I threw up root beer, and ever since then I can't taste it. I can't
I wonder
smell
if
it.
that when you leaned over, your little skirt came up. Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. I'm going to tell you something. Dr. Pepper, the only thing it's good for is cleaning chrome and cleaning up puke.
Wow. The Dr. Pepper hate is just shocking to me. Now, is this an anti-South thing? Because people in the South like Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, it's beloved in the South, and I can't believe any of this is even coming in.
Here's Albino, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Ron, do you know what the secret ingredient is in the Dr. Pepper? What gives it the distinctive flavoring?
I would say love. I
No,
think
not
the
love,
secret
actually.
ingredient
It's prunes.
is love. Prunes?
Prunes it's literally sugared prune juice is Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Ew.
I didn't know that. That's turning me off now.
And it'll clean you right out.
Don't lose faith in the Dr. Pepper, the DP, I call
I've
it.
never heard of Dr. Pepper being used as a laxative.
Well, if there's prune juice in it, prunes are good for making you have to shit.
Thanks for putting it in a nice way.
I'm just trying
Here
to
is
be
Rick. Rick, you're on Fez.
She's a good girl.
What's going on, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I actually work for Dr. Pepper.
All right, I get your radio show.
There's absolutely no root beer flavor in Dr. Pepper. It's 23 individual flavors.
There's 23 individuals. Now, is one of those individuals a prune?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow, it's a shocker.
What are the
Well,
others?
it's not really pruned. It's
It's prune
artificial
juice.
flavoring.
Basically, a Dr. Pepper is a prune juice.
Basically.
All right, so no root beer at all, no licorice.
No, I hate it.
No.
It's not in there, Lily.
But I don't like the flavor of Dr. Pepper. It reminds me of
Bullshit.
it.
I don't believe it.
She can't have an opinion?
Reminds me of cough syrup.
So you like it then?
No.
You don't like it either?
It tastes like medicine, in my opinion.
Medicine's good. I like to drink some Romular right now. Where's everyone off and running to? What's happening here today?
I have no idea what just happened there.
I mentioned, let's have the Dr. Peppers ready for this discussion, and I did a little thing, and they don't...
What's going on with Earl today?
Dr. Peppers failed to arrive. We had them!
All right, have a little cup for her, and see if Lily can drink a little bit. This is our show now, Fez. We're doing Dr. Pepper taste test. Gotta have a meeting after the show. You need a little cup for you, too.
You want to pass?
Yeah. Crazed, I want you and Lily each just try a little Dr. Pepper on the 3 together. We'll see how both of you do.
Dr. Pepper is just Americana to me.
Yeah.
On 3, but that's fine.
Sorry.
How was it?
Tastes like cough medicine, like I said.
Lily, go ahead. Smell it.
I'm swirling it around like it's wine.
Swirl around the root beer, licorice, and prune taste.
Oh, that's awful. There has to be root beer in there.
And you have trouble with that, and you're known for your ability to swallow. So this
Usually,
is a surprise.
Usually goes right down the gullet, but I'm having trouble.
I mean, I could probably drink this whole sample, but I'm a diabetic, and it would probably raise my blood sugar.
Oh, that'd be
I
so
just
great.
had
That's
to-
awful.
If you just grew a brain tumor, Ted Kennedy style, during the show.
Do you mind if I tell a quick story?
Is it got to do with a cigar shop? And
No.
Okay.
It has to do with food, though, and it's sort of sandwiches. But basically, I was at Rosa's Pizza in Penn Station, and their pizza is probably the best pizza I've tasted, hands down, in New York.
It's one of the greatest in Penn Station, that's for sure. It's one of the better underground pizzas.
Yeah. But this freaking woman, this freaking woman, well, fucking woman, I should say.
All right, that's it. You don't need to work blue.
Kept on begging for my slice. I was like, what the fuck?
What the freak?
She's like, and now she's staring at me, and she's like, well, can I have a piece? And I'm like, no. And then and I'm like,
was this woman real or in your imagination?
No, she was standing there. She was sitting there looking right at me. Mm-hmm. And she was just like creepier than I am. And she's like, why can't I have a piece? Because I paid for it. It's my lunch.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Good answer.
Is there a payoff?
And she's like, and like, I'm almost done. And she's like, can I have a bite? And I'm like, will you leave me alone?
They were English? She's English?
All right, so women are now begging you for a piece.
And I was just like, and then I basically told the manager, you know, I was like, this woman is probably going to hurt your business. She was bothering me for a whole complete hour and begging me for a slice or a bite of my pizza. And she's probably going to bother the next person who sits down.
Well, it's a wonderful story, but the thing that's alarming to me is now even Crazed talks more on the air than Fez Whatley. Fezzy, I'm worried I'm going to be dropping you out of the top 10. That's where I'm going with this. Now, Lily, I wanted to bring something up to you because once again, Dave, yesterday you were telling us about...
That's pizza, HTG. Pizza.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. You know she's not here. All right, now, you had a problem, Dave, where you said that you're checking up on your wife's personal things.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you check on?
Emails, specifically. We share the same computer, and her name is always logged into AOL. So I check the emails, I check the private messages on the boards.
Now, I would be very uncomfortable with a chick that did that to me, that would check up on me and see what I was up to. Does she know that you do this kind of stuff?
No, I haven't told her.
You also told me yesterday that you were jealous of E-Rock.
Yes, for some reason when I come in, E-Rock just does a nod, and then my wife was in this yesterday morning, and E-Rock talked to her, asked her how things were, said, you know, after the baby we should make plans to go to a lunch.
Right.
And just fucking shot the shit with her for a good 25 minutes before the show, half an hour during the show, after the show, it's goodbye, there's hugs, there's lots of weirdness, and he doesn't say 2 words to me. So he's hitting on my check. I don't care if she's pregnant, that's what he's doing. And it's like, you know.
But didn't he know his chick long? He knew her for a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean, he knew her before me, technically. But I mean, it's too much. It's carried away. Hey, you didn't impregnate her, E-Rock. Diddy Mac did.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're now Diddy Mac?
Eastside Dave did. And so, you know,
wait, hold on.
Check. Yeah.
What ended up happening with that pizza? Did you give it to her or did you keep it?
I finished the whole thing.
In front of her?
Yeah.
What would be bad about taking a knife and cutting it down the middle and then you and her feeding each other?
That's not the point. She was being a fucking cunt about it.
Wow. Okay.
Crazed from Brooklyn.
You know what? Here's the thing about Crazed. He lets the ladies know who's in charge right away. All right, Crazed, you're wise. Do you think it's right to be checking up on your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend? Would you check into their emails? Like, let's say you and that pizza lady got married.
Definitely not.
You would never check on her?
No.
Would you ever give her a piece of your pizza?
Because if I was to be with someone,
yeah,
I would and be married. I would at least go out with them for a year or so before getting married.
That's a good point too, Dave.
And I would basically think that, is this somebody I could trust? And if it is somebody that I could trust, then I would say, okay, then I can marry this person.
So, Dave,
This is somebody I could,
you say you
Sorry.
trust your chick. You just don't trust E-Rock. You think there's going to be an E-Rock thing in there.
I think there's a possibility for E-Rock trying to break up my marriage.
Or is this something you're saying just to get more mic time?
No, it's not.
Look at me. Is this to try to take away some of Crazed mic time?
No, it's not.
Lily.
Suspicious.
You're wise in the ways of between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a sign that things are not right in Dave's head?
It's not a good thing, you know. Jealousy and spying.
Jealousy.
It's not a good thing in a relationship. It'll only hurt it. It doesn't help.
Well,
and that's speaking from.
If she doesn't know that I look, up
she
her
does
emails, or
now.
if she doesn't know if I look at her phone for text messages from Eric, then
It's a
how's
bad
it going to
thing
hurt her?
for you because
What
you're
is
gonna
it
fuck
that you're
with your
worried
head so
about?
bad.
Well, as soon as this baby comes, Fez gave a stat that a whole shitload percentage of mothers, cheat on their
34%.
34.
Yeah,
So
that was the Ichiban.
That was Ichiban. So that's
Number
what-
one.
Number one, Ichiban, yes. So that's what I'm a little bit concerned about. And it feels like Eric is, and I'm being dead serious, putting in the seeds for when she's done with the baby.
Done with the baby. She's never going to be done with the baby. You don't get the process, do you?
You know what I mean. When she's not pregnant anymore and she wants to start having sexual intercourse, it's, she might pick E-Rock.
Why wouldn't she pick her own husband?
Maybe because I don't, sweet talk her the way E-Rock was doing for 50 minutes yesterday.
She married you.
Right, but
why would she marry you only to date E-Rock? It's insane. You know what? You're not getting enough sleep.
Well, that's not suspicious to you, Ron, that a guy is like, he doesn't say two words until she comes in the room and it's, hey, how you doing?
Maybe he is fond of her. He doesn't have to like you in the same way that he likes her.
Right. But he sits like 8 inches from her. So that's something also that tells me he's trying to start some
He's still got
chemistry.
5 to go before anything bad could happen.
Why would you go checking on your wife instead of saying to E-Rock, I'm a little...
I want to see if E-Rock is sending her emails like, when the baby comes, let's do something.
Lily, I want you to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If your man left his email thing open
Mhm.
and then he left, he went out to get cigarettes or another patch, would you check to see? No one's ever going to know that you
no,
did it.
I never have. I actually was on his computer once and his email was open, but he was there, and I was just jokingly saying, I'm going to check your emails, but I didn't. No, I wouldn't.
Mother Teresa,
All right,
aren't
your
you?
chick wrote in, Dave, E-Rock and I are friends. Period.
You know who were friends as well? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And now they have 3 kids.
All right, I want to wake you up to something.
Soon to be 6.
Do you think that E-Rock is Brad Pitt? Now we would all expect our chicks to leave us for
I
Brad
don't
Pitt.
mean to,
That's the smart
I don't
move.
mean to interrupt or anything, but Dave, honestly, if
Yes.
if your wife loves you 100%, she would not be cheating on you.
That's true.
Thank you, Craig.
So he doesn't
If she
think...
is loyal 100%, you have nothing to worry about.
You don't think that she loves you?
No, so you don't think that outside sources can start getting the wheels turning and someone said, E-Rock doesn't drink himself, every Friday night and stuff like that. So if someone's hitting on your
So
wife...
you're worried you're not good enough for your wife?
well, that's a possibility, yeah.
You almost sound like you're disappointed that you're not finding something in these emails.
Well, sometimes I am, believe it or not. Fez is right, because then I feel like I would have
Have
the
you
upper hand.
ever had one reason for your wife, for you to be suspicious of your wife?
No, I haven't. But that doesn't mean that it can't happen.
But you're looking for it to happen, and that's seriously going to mess with you really
You know what
badly.
this reminds me of? Those people that believe in the secret, that they keep thinking about stuff, whether it's good stuff or bad stuff, and then finally that stuff comes true.
Yeah.
I totally believe in that shit. I totally do. I think that if I keep thinking about it, it
Well,
might
then why
occur.
don't you
But then
think
why
the
are you
opposite?
doing it?
Just think that she's
If
not
that's
gonna
your
cheat on you.
belief system.
Because then I get the moral ground. I get the high road, and then I could be like, you cheated with E-Rock.
So in a way, it turns you on a little bit to think of your wife with someone else.
I won't say that
All
there's
right,
been
those peppers are giving me odds. They're fucking popping right back. They're so delicious. But I'm tasting them a second time.
Sometimes.
Crazy, you don't eat meat, right?
Nope.
What about salami?
That salami's meat.
Oh, okay. Thank you. By the way, I didn't meet you yet, new intern. They never introduced me to the new interns until like a couple of weeks in, and then they're already afraid of me. I want to meet the interns now before they fear me. Before they see me yell at Earl.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's what happens, you know?
It doesn't make sense. All right, here's somebody that maybe can put your mind at ease. It's E-Rock. E-Rock.
Dave, you're out of your mind.
E-Rock, the gig is up, and we know what you've been doing.
Yeah, what I've been doing. All right, so apparently Dave's complaining that I talked to his wife before the show and during your show, but didn't say hi to him.
That's
Not
correct.
realizing that he shows up every day with earbuds on, just smiles and waves at everybody, and I said hi to him, and I even said hi to him today. So
First
I
of
do
all-
say hi to him every day. And what I was talking to Casey about is she's been asking me for the last couple of weeks, did we get Mario Kart? Because you and Casey are really obsessed with this game, and I keep saying, I'm going to get it. Finally got it. So that's what we were talking about. You need to relax.
So you're gonna play my wife in Mario Kart?
Hey,
every
she's the
night?
one who asked me
Wait,
if I was getting it.
This is funny. You're gonna play my wife in Mario Kart the way I played my wife in Mario Kart, and then we bonded and fell in love a year ago this June.
You're fucking insane.
It's insane.
It really is.
Dave,
This is a deja vu. That's what happened. My
Dave,
wife. and I
are
got-
you swearing to Jesus that you're being serious right now?
Yes, that's what happened with me and my wife. We talked shit. We talked shop about Mario Kart.
Then this is
I
brilliant,
thought it
E-Rock.
was Star Wars.
Oh God, Crazed.
Dave, you're losing it.
I am losing it because I don't sleep, and then I see people saying, "Oh, Dave's out of his mind." So now is my time to make myself look like the knight in shining armor.
Stop.
You Doesn't everybody make a nice big deal with your chick when she comes in? That's what everyone wants to do with everybody's chick. Like, hey, welcome, because you're here every day.
Yes.
But when your chick comes by, it's once in a while. So we all stop and have a conversation with her that we wouldn't do with you because we see you every day.
Yeah, but it's there's a certain level of appropriate discussion.
Everyone's Mario Kart is out fucking of lines.
Mario Kart for 3 or 4 minutes, fine. But what's 45 minutes? And it seems like all
right, I'm going to put an end to this. E-Rock, easy with the Mario Kart talk. It's really being taken the wrong way. How's that? Is that okay now, Dave?
Eric, I'm going to talk to Angelo Rock tomorrow about Tetris for 55 minutes and see how you like it. Oh, yeah, keep laughing it up. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
E-Rock, just disregard any of this ever happened. Disregard it. He's getting married soon, too.
There's 37 O&A producers. There's one who talks to my wife for 50 minutes. The other guys can't even say hello because he hogs up all the room.
What does that mean?
Expanding waistline.
What does this even mean? Here's Steve. Steve, you're on my fez.
Hi guys, Dave, you're crazy. Mario Kart came out 3 weeks ago, and
Is this for the new Wii?
Yes, it's for the new Wii. It's
Now,
the
do you
best
sit
game.
there with that stupid thing looking like an idiot? You got the little fucking
wheel.
steering wheel?
Yeah, there's a wheel involved. I play it with the controller and the nunchuck.
Do you know how much of a moron you would look like sitting there with a steering wheel, driving it back and forth?
And the handle on the wheel isn't so great, so I choose to use the controllers.
It's ridiculous.
They should have that in real cars.
But I am the best Ron Fez Mario
So
Kart
how
player.
did you get into the fucking... All right, here's another thing about your wife. She has known E-Rock since she was 16 years old.
So?
So why, if she wanted E-Rock, would she have not made the move many, many years ago?
Well, he could have been taken. People change. Maybe she wasn't looking for that type of guy at the time. She was a little bit of a punk rocker back then.
Why
E-Rock
can't you
doesn't
believe
feel
in
that-
yourself? Why can't you believe in Diddy Mac?
I believe in myself, but I also believe in saboteurs. And for real, if E-Rock keeps emails and text messages and things like that, one day she...
So you believe in saboteurs?
That's exactly what I believe in.
Here's what I think it is. We had HTG on a few days ago and saying...
That starts the trouble?
Well, what happened was she listed Dave as a 7 on how he's doing, caring for Casey.
Why is it always other people's... the blame gets put on other people? Why can't Dave just take responsibilities for himself? What is wrong with that, Dave?
Well, I do. I realize that.
And a 7 to me is too good of a grade for you.
Oh,
what would you give him right now as a husband and pre-father, Crazed?
Well,
Scale 1 to 5.
Well, I think that
Just a number.
Oh, okay. Just a number?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know enough about their personal life to even judge it.
Just do it yourself.
Okay. 6.
Okay, a 6.
Wow, that's low.
Just
All right.
came up with anything.
That's low.
No, it's
We're gonna make that official.
You're a son of a bitch.
That's central. That's central.
You're
if you live in
son
Jersey.
of a bitch. 6 out of 10.
Okay.
That's a failure.
8.
That's almost what HDG gave you. What do
First
you
of all,
care?
you're accusing her or E-Rock of trying to sleep with her, and you should trust your wife enough to know that she wouldn't do that. And she's like 11 and a half months pregnant. Like,
Right.
give her a fucking break. What's wrong
But
with
here's
you?
the other thing.
She's stressed out
Who
enough.
cares who wants to sleep with her? It's up to her. If the great Tony Bennett came in here and said, I want to be with you, it still would be up to her, not Tony Bennett. Don't worry about Tony Bennett. Worry about the bond that you got with your wife, and that bond is strong. That bond's got to be a 6.
That's not a 6, first of all.
4. All right, here is Jason. You're on Fez.
Yeah, hey, Dave, man, I agree with you. You're exactly right, man. You keep your head on the swivel. These motherfuckers are going to backdoor your ass to go pound Casey. Don't listen to this horse shit. Better keep your eyes
Let me just read what your wife said. Because what did you give? You gave him a 6, right? This is what your wife said. Okay. Dave is not very into the pre-father stuff.
But
I think he will see her and take great care of her. I'm strong enough to be okay on my own. Wow.
What the shit?
Keep it up, Dave.
Keep what up? Keep up. Wouldn't you take it as a sign of love? I'm so much in love with her that I want to see who's texting her at 11 o'clock at night.
Jealousy is the quickest way to ruin a relationship.
It is. And I've done it. Everyone's done it before. And the only thing you can do is learn from it. And a lot of times when you're jealous about people, you almost push them together because you make it like a bond about them.
Yeah.
Now suddenly they're in this little club.
If you love her, you will trust her.
So wise, Crazed one. You learned that when that pizza girl, right? The one that you were sharing your pizza with down there
I didn't
underground?
share my pizza.
You can't even wait to get out of the train station before you get the pizza. You got to fucking get right off the train.
I was hungry.
They don't have any pizzas out there in central Long Island where you're from?
Of course.
Where do you live again? Middletown?
Levittown.
How far are you from Port Jeff?
That's about an hour.
All right, let's meet there tonight for drinks. You live in Levittown?
Yeah.
How do you know what house to go into? Does it matter? You can go into any house you want there. It's all the same.
No, I know what my house
There's no
looks like.
fucking difference. They're all the same houses. They're like Chinese bicycles. Chinese people, they don't keep their own bike. You ride it for a while, you get off, and then another Chinese person picks it up and rides it. It doesn't matter who has what. That's the houses in Levittown. And all the moms look the same. You still live with your parents, right?
Yes.
So tonight you're going to ask if Dave can sleep over?
Please do.
And then ask if your mom will make waffles.
Why, I'm just saying, why do you want to sleep over or whatever?
He's going to need a place to stay.
I want fun.
6 needs a place to stay tonight. Hey, Jason, you're on Fez.
Hey, Dave, where's your pride in the fact that you have a great, wonderful girl that gets along well with people and is popular and people like her? Where's your pride in that?
So he should be complimented?
Yes.
Again, it's, where was Jennifer Aniston's pride when Jolene Pitts sparked it up?
All right, let me ask you something.
9 seasons of Friends.
Do you want your chick checking on you? Do you want her going through your emails?
No, I wouldn't care for that at all.
And yet you do it to her.
It's different with a guy. I mean, chicks aren't going to hit on, guys as much.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Well,
that's why while you're bringing up that study, husbands cheat more than wives cheat.
Right.
I'm
not going to.
Your fucking thing doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like it because
Because it would mean that she did not trust you. And that is the saddest thing. That when you love someone and they don't trust you, that's the saddest thing that you could have.
Well, I'm working on it. I just, think, things seem to be more than just conversations, especially with E-Rock. That's all I'm saying, is that, there's a time and place for everything.
Lily, could you be on a guy who was that jealous, or would
No.
it drive you away?
No, I always wanted Jonathan to be a little jealous.
He's not at all, though.
No, not at all.
I remember when he even said, "Go fuck him, what do I care?" Remember when he said that night?
Yeah.
So that was Valentine's, right?
Here's a different point of view, though. We got two asexuals on the show, Fez and Earl. The asexual world, you guys don't have to worry about jealousy.
No, not in a romantic sense, but there would be jealousy like with friends and stuff like that.
Like what friends are you jealous of?
Or siblings.
You're jealous that your brother is being nicer to your sister than you are? What are you jealous of in a friend's world?
And if I see, like, when I heard that, there was going to be a dinner at Florio's and I wasn't immediately on the guest list, that's a time when jealousy would flare up for me. I can get jealous of friends.
So you get mad if friends are having food and you're not. That's what gets you upset.
Well, it's almost like, a friend got picked over me or something.
What about you, Earl?
Well, I'm not asexual, but I don't get jealous at all.
What?
I mean, as an asexual, what bothers you?
I'm not an asexual, but I think...
Do you ever worry that someone that you're not having sex with is also not having sex with someone else? Would that be a problem?
Wouldn't be a problem if I were asexual, but I'm not asexual. I mean, I think...
Well, you joined that group.
I didn't join Ivan. Ivan?
He knows the name of the group. You know the name of the group. Did you book somebody from there?
We're still waiting back from them. I made the outreach, though. I sent an email to them.
What? Did you send in your dues?
I didn't. There are no dues, and I didn't send any in.
Yeah, there's a big no one coming to this dance party coming up. So do you get jealous of friends?
I get jealous of family. I do get jealous of family members. Like particularly my brother, because I hardly see him, and my parents see him a lot more than I do, and he's kind of living his own life and living in his own little world, and my father...
So even without sex in their life, they have just the same amount of jealousy. First of all, you told us about you were jealous somebody went your pizza today. Crazed?
What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I watched you just stare off.
I got lost for a second.
What were you looking at?
Well...
where do you go when you're not here? Where do you go?
Well,
Crazed World?
There's periods of time where I just phase off. I don't know why.
Is that when you go back to the Matrix world and you're not with us anymore?
No, but I'm here, but I don't know. I was
Is that
I'm gonna be honest, okay?
Please.
Why are you looking at me?
He needs to.
Well, it's scary.
It needs a
Go
focal
ahead.
point.
And that's to keep your head away from the microphone and talk to him.
Okay.
What is it you want to say?
Well,
what do you want to say to Diddy Mac?
Well, what I was saying it was I was sort of and I mean it is kind of creepy, and I'll admit it's kind of creepy. I was reading your wife what she was typing on there, and I'm sorry that I did and whatnot, but I mean
What is it that you're trying to say, Craze? She's not eating pancakes today?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I was just reading the screen. I don't know why.
So you were watching his wife.
Yeah,
now
I
you're
was
a little jealous of Craze.
But I wasn't like thinking
Jerking.
no or anything like that. I'm sorry.
Well, apology accepted, I guess.
Well, that's nice. I hope you two can be friends again before the sleepover.
Well, we want to not be angry over his house.
Here's Drama Daddy. You're on Run Fez.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say that I find that usually people who aren't trusting or who have trouble trusting people are that way because they're untrustworthy. And they suspect everyone else.
Almost like you dislike in other people what you do the most yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like me, I can't stand people who are kind. And that's because I'm so damn kind.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. I believe Crazed went away again.
No, no, I'm not. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm looking at everybody.
Are you?
Yes.
But where do
At
you
the
go
same time.
when you zone out?
When I zone out, I just like.
You have thoughts?
Yes.
Are
I
you
have,
living a fantasy place?
I have thoughts, and I just like. I don't know. I wasn't zoning out just then. I was here. I'm just listening to you guys. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like I don't know. I mean,
You know what? You could say more with less. That's
Okay.
what you got to work on.
Okay.
Just a little editing, Crazed.
Yeah.
A little editing. Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, love Crazed. Dave, why can't you take it as a feather in your cap if a bunch of other guys all want to hit on your chick? You know, at the end of the night, she's going home with you. You'd be
That's
like,
true.
yeah, that's right.
You're the
That's
one who
fine.
got her.
I mean, you know, it's almost like after the train. You'd be like, well, fellas, you all had it tonight, but I get to take her home. You can be that guy at the fucking motorcycle
I don't
club
want to
party.
think of a train.
Well, you're not. Why does your wife have pictures of Crazed?
I don't know. This whole day is disconcerting to me.
You know what your problem is, and it's true. You ain't sleeping enough.
It's just strange. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not doing it. And these marathons of Twin Peaks at night is keeping
That
me
you're
up.
crying and watching. What are you crying at Twin Peaks about?
I don't know. I watch Twin Peaks for comfort, but it's working opposite these days.
So, Crazed.
Yes.
Is there going to be a new softball game coming up soon that you're going to be going to?
If I could get a ride, then possibly.
Okay. You can get a ride. You can go with the McDonald's.
Awesome.
We'll be happy to
Do me a
see-
favor. You hold the baby.
We do. There is a problem. We have a car seat in the back, so I don't
You'll
know.
need two now.
Josh, you're on Run of Fez.
Dave, I don't want to worry you, buddy, but what's E-Rock's nickname?
Sex bagel.
Yeah.
And I
Isn't
know.
it E-Rock?
And my wife's a Jew who loves
And
bagels.
Who sometimes
And
serves
sex.
bagels?
Jews?
Chefs.
Chefs.
buddy.
Chefs. Oh, yeah.
That
The
was,
chef story.
that was my ex.
And you drove her away.
I sure as shit did. Well, but I drove her away, and I married a new one.
Well, you got a 6 from Craze on the way you're behaving to your wife.
Yeah.
7 from HTJ. What would you give him, Fez?
I'm going to go with Craze and give him a 6.
Wow. Lily?
5.
5.
Lower.
Earl?
I'm giving him a 4.
Okay.
Wow.
You
How come?
tiny.
Because
How come?
She needs to be in like a proper state of mind right now. She's having a baby. I know the nervousness involved on both sides, but you have to put yourself out of it. I mean,
You are supposed to be doting on her right now.
I do. I rub the back.
You don't dote.
I move the
Yeah,
car.
but the spying, the accusing, E-Rock's trying to
I
steal her away.
accuse
That's
her.
not going to.
I didn't accuse her. I accused
I know,
Eric.
but that's not going to make her feel better in the state that she's in right now.
Earl, I give you a 10 at napping. That's what I do.
That's good.
Crazed, I give you a
You
fucking
weren't
11
asked.
at being insane. Fez, I give you a 12 at being just delightful.
Well, thank you.
Because you're a wonderful person. And Lily, I give you a 13 at being a little cunty.
Why are you stealing Craze's fucking sayings?
Stealing Craze from Brooklyn's line.
All right, so everybody's in a rough way here. Fez is going back in the nut hut. Dave, you might be going with him.
I think I need it.
Fez, you thinking about going back inside?
I had a dream last night that I was put back inside.
I can't believe you and I are having the same dreams.
That I was taken back to the nut hut and told they were keeping me for 24 hours.
Why? Though you were doing so good when you came out.
I know. And
I didn't want to make a big deal of it. Last week I felt like you were almost back to being 100% the old Fezzy, but there were times you were completely being the old Fezzy.
Right, and I have tried to do everything that I learned there, and I don't know why it's not sticking. And I'm going to the therapist today to figure that out.
Oh, no, don't you do it.
I'm not. I
Don't
refuse
you,
to.
Don't you do it.
I refuse
Look
to.
at me. These guys are gonna do it.
I refuse to.
Put on a happy face.
I'm not going to ever do that again, I promised myself.
Yeah. Well, you were 6. Oh, look at Crazed is doing a funny dance.
What the hell is that?
That is a funny dance Crazed is doing.
It's a dinosaur dance. Like a Barney dance.
All right, you stopped yourself.
I stopped myself, and I said I was going to stop myself.
It's the conga line.
Mm-hmm.
One man.
So you stopped yourself from...
It's the one-man conga line.
Because it feels like you've been slipping back.
It does. It does feel like I've been slipped back.
That's hard.
It's really hard because I put a week in to do this.
And you did it.
Right? And it's like I did and I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to do.
Oh, there you go!
No, I'm not going to do it! I'm not
Don't you do it!
I won't. I
got nowhere else to go!
You won't see a drop.
The eyes are a little wet right now, though.
Not leaking, though.
But
It's all
why aren't you
contained.
doing the Fez voice?
I thought
Laszlo came in yesterday. He's playing the thing that you did there. You did the Fez voice.
I've been seriously focusing on that today.
Right now, do you feel like that's the Fez voice?
No, probably not. No, not
you
now.
know it's not.
But I've really been trying to do it today.
Did you do it at all today?
Yes.
Did anyone hear him do the old Fez voice today?
I couldn't quite hear it.
No.
I swear to you, I was purposely focusing on that.
Well, give us one time that you did like the Fez voice.
I thought I did it while we were talking about Hank Aaron.
Hammer and Hank.
And I thought I did it when we were talking to Hard Rock Johnny.
If you did it, I missed it. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, the stakes are real high for Dave because if Casey leaves it and the baby, then his mother leaves, HTG leaves. I mean, he'll be all alone.
Right, look. Nobody is leaving him. You're a little crazy right now, Dave, because this baby thing is right here. But if you would take the focus off yourself and put the focus on your wife and your baby, you will also begin to feel better.
I am trying to do that. I really, really am.
Your wife is in a nesting time where she's making a nest for her and her new little baby chick, and you're thinking that she's interested in other birds. It doesn't make sense what you're thinking.
Well, eventually she's going to want to get back on the sex train.
So then be there for her.
You be
Wait at the station.
Yeah.
I want to be, but if other people are trying to get into the caboose,
Who cares
so
about
to
other
speak.
people? Who cares?
Do you mean her ass?
Kind of.
Lily, he's not making sense. He's petrified.
He's worried about other people hitting on his chick. Big deal. That's what guys do.
Lily,
Big deal.
people hit on you all the time, right?
Yeah.
Some of them you sleep with. So don't let that
Not when
bother
I'm in a
you.
relationship, no.
Oh, when you're not, when you're in a relationship, you don't sleep with anyone else.
I'm very monogamous.